right. Welcome, everybody, to Friday Night Cast. Insert applause here. We're still working on that laugh track. Yes, cool. Thanks, everybody. Jazz hands, just jazz hands.
That's deaf clapping.
Yeah, deaf clapping.
Oh, okay. I learned something new
Imagine
today.
you're deaf and you're performing and you look out and people are going like this. What if they're doing this?
Yeah, it's more exciting.
That is more exciting.
It is more
I
exciting.
was not aware of this. Thank you. All right. Welcome to Friday Night Cast. We're playing Teenage Nightmare tonight. Playtest material of Monster Hearts, basically. Belonging outside the belonging version of Monster Hearts, GM-less, and playtest by Avery Aldler. We are a group of applied and therapeutic practitioners exploring the use of tabletop role-playing games in our work. We're glad to have you here joining us as we explore playing with other professionals and the finale of these characters, and not quite sure who's going to make it out alive. Dun, dun, dun.
It is a teenage nightmare.
Truly.
Baby, it's just a teenage nightmare, baby. I'm good for at least one every night. Anyway,
I went with the Who. Teenage Nightmare. Dun, dun, it's only Teenage Nightmare.
I like both.
all right. If this is your first time joining us here, we're a little silly tonight because I don't think I slept enough last night.
I don't think any of us did.
Thanks for joining us. Apparently, there's something happening where nobody, I shouldn't say nobody, but many people I've talked to today have not slept well last night for some reason.
It's because this game, I feel like this game is coming to an end, so everyone's freaking out and no one wants to sleep.
Or Mercury's in retrograde now, or something.
Or a
Opening
hurricane,
I don't know.
hurricanes.
Maybe it's the weird atmospheric pressure post hurricane in the Northeast here that I'm experiencing. I don't know what to tell you. Yes. Henri was okay. It wasn't as bad as I thought it may be. Thank you.
Mercury retrograde is supposed to be in September 27th, so exactly 1 month from now.
Maybe it's pre-retrogradeness.
It's retrograde.
I know nothing. I know nothing about
retrograde.
astrology, really. I know that I'm a Leo, and that makes me pretty freaking cool, cooler than the rest of you. And
despite this opening, this will be a fun and interesting game tonight.
You have to tell
to
you
be
have
channeling
to
your
tell
character.
us you have to tell us your other two, because it you can't just take one. You need to take your moon and your rising. So
I don't know what time I was born, and so I've been told that I'm not allowed to do. I was born in the morning, so people have been upset with me that they can't properly do my astrology chart because of that. Doesn't matter because I'm a Leo, and it's obviously right, whatever it is, anyway.
You are definitely channeling Alex.
Yeah, you're in sync with Alex.
The other thing I know about astrology is if something goes wrong, it's probably because Mercury's in retrograde. So, anyway, let's jump into tonight's game. You can follow us on our social media. Check out our YouTube videos for past videos if you'd like to see what we were doing before this. Also, we just finished up playing Galactic 2E. If you want to see our run of that game as well, all the videos are up there on YouTube. Immediately finishing our streaming, usually they go up there. And yeah, we're going to jump into this and go into a conclusion. But first, let's turn over to Tim for some announcements.
Yeah, you almost had like a full segue going on there, because on September 3rd, we'll be recapping and debriefing our games of both this Teenage Nightmare and Galactic 2E. So please check that out. It's going to be hopefully a very special night, especially since we just wrapped both of those up. Or we're about to wrap this one up. And then on September 5th, September 5th, or...
That's right. Yep, September 5th.
I'm confused.
Yep. Nope, it's September 5th.
It's September 5th.
That's right.
September 5th at 3 o'clock?
No,
3
no.
o'clock somewhere. It's definitely 3 o'clock somewhere. 2
5
o'clock.
o'clock.
3 o'clock mountain.
It is 3
One of
o'clock.
the
Yeah,
mountain time zones,
yeah.
you know?
It is 3 o'clock Mountain Time. September 5th, 3 o'clock Mountain Time. Continue, Tim.
And we're gonna keep it right at that.
You all can do your own
2 p.m.
calculations.
Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern.
Well, again, Sunday, September 5th at 3 Mountain Time is Gaze of Our Lives, where a few of us will be streaming a game ran by Tennille called Punk Pride Pixies.
Job.
It's a tongue twister.
Yes, yes, it is.
It's a one-page game.
Love it.
Not to be
Ah,
confused
yes.
with Diamond Dallas Page. the
Monaco's got it.
PPP, the PPP.
Nice.
Well, that's all I have for today.
Oh, great. Thank you. Yeah. Next week, we're going to be debriefing the 2 games that we've been playing, our thoughts on playing them, our characters, a whole bunch of stuff that you have to tune in and find out.
Our thoughts is playing them as professionals.
As professionals. I am
That's the
definitely a
key.
professional at this. Aren't I very professional tonight? All right. Thank you, Tim.
Welcome.
Also, I'm just gonna keep throwing it out there. Save Against Fear coming up very soon. It keeps getting closer and closer. We're very excited about it. Hope other people are interested as well. If you're interested in tabletop gaming and therapeutic aspects, check out the Save Against Fear Con starting October 7th. Thursday, October 7th through the 10th, or maybe even the 11th, I believe. It might go to Monday, believe it or not.
Put on together by the Bodana Group.
The Banana Group, yes.
Yeah, amazing.
Arguably, we might not be here together
Bodhana.
right now if it weren't for the Bodana Group. But anyway,
That
that's
is so
I mean, that
true.
is not inaccurate.
It's not
so
arguable
is-
at all. It's
That
true.
is an absolutely true statement.
all right.
Thank you,
It was
Jeff.
the Bodana Group that brought us all together. Very true.
Deadline for program submissions is coming up.
Yep.
August 31st.
Oh wow, that's like a couple of
Yeah,
days
so
away.
if you want a panel at Save, get your stuff in.
Yeah, if you're a professional out there and you have an idea of something you want to do or games you want to run, you can always submit. All right, let's toss it over to Neil for a recap from our last session.
All right, fantastic. So we did 2 flashbacks. We did Crow's flashback, and then we did Chloe's flashback. So I'll start with Crow's. We begin on Crow's last memory of their mother, Rosemary, at 8 years old. Crow is using magic to swing on a swing while Rosemary watches. Crow asks Rosemary about their father, whom they have never met. Rosemary is non-committal in her answers and instead shows Crow a picture book. Crow seems familiar with some of the images and speaks about hearing whispers that call to them, at which point, right on cue, Crow hears whispers beckoning them to the forest. Rosemary suggests that they follow these whispers. As they walk, an unseen force grabs Crow, pulling them towards the woods. Frantic, Crow casts a spell that misfires, and they are sucked into the book. In a confusing whirl of images, a demonic figure claiming to be Crow's father shows Crow a life raised to be the demon's right-hand general. This vision seemingly ends with Crow standing with the demons facing the party, and Crow with a choice to make. They must accept this vision with a demon who claims to be their father, or resist and accept that the truth is unknown. Crow casts a spell, stopping time, and says, "I want my family together again." At the edges of this vision, Crow can see Rosemary and a figure made of light. "Mom, who am I? What should I do?" The figure of their mother offers something to Crow. As Crow accepts it, Crow can see in color again and is standing with the group in the parking lot of the pencil factory, holding that slip of paper. It says, Find your father. He can help us to be together again. Crow nods to the group and hears a faint whisper. Find me. I'm waiting for you. Chloe's flashback. Chloe's flashback takes us back 6,000 years, where we find an indigenous tribe in the northwest of what we now call the United States, celebrating the winter solstice. The tribe has been hounded for months now by a hungry pack of saber-toothed tigers struggling to survive. During the celebration, teen members of the tribe receive a symbol in green paint on their chests. Chloe's symbol is the spear, which he accepts with severity and honor. The festivities are interrupted by an adult warrior who argues with an elder that hiding is the best way to survive. He threatens to burn the tribe's shelters to force them to listen to his advice. Chloe subdues the man without injuring him, and he impresses the elder. That is the elder that the warrior was yelling at. Another elder pulls Chloe aside to discuss the matter. And the elder asks Chloe if he would do anything to protect the tribe. Chloe declares he would. The elder takes Chloe for a walk, ending at a cave marked with a bloody handprint. He asks Chloe again if he is willing to do anything. Chloe agrees, at which point the elder cuts Chloe with a ritual knife and reveals vampiric fangs and bites Chloe, turning him into a vampire. Chloe is overwhelmed with urges he never felt, and his heart furiously pounds like a drum. In a trance, he sees a saber-toothed tiger, which he is compelled to pursue and bloodily kill. Chloe snaps out of the trance, realizing that he has just slaughtered the tiger in front of the tribe. They are horrified by the transformation and violence, and Chloe hears their hearts beating, calling him to feed. He steels himself and flees. He then finds himself back in the parking lot, ready for battle, and we hear Lucian's voice. Oh my God, what are you doing? And that's where we ended our last session.
All right. Thank you to Neil.
That was pretty dramatic.
Got chills.
Mhm.
Yes.
I think you said it better than we did it.
Thank you.
All right. So that's going to take us over to Menachem and getting us ready to start our game here.
Right. It's time to check in to get ourselves further into the space that we were brought in by that recap. So we're each going to answer 3 questions. I will throw them now. Whoops. I throw them in the chat in a moment. The questions are, what hopes, thoughts, or concerns do I have about today's game? And what advice do I have for my character? So we'll do it popcorn style as usual. Who would like to start?
I'll start. I guess a hope for me is that we, or even a thought too, is I hope we feel fulfilled with the story we're about to try to end here. I did enjoy playing this, and it has been, we've been playing this for a long time, and I'm also happy and kind of sad that we're ending tonight. What advice do I? No, that's not right, is it?
What advice do you have for your character?
Yeah. What advice do I have for my character? Stay strong, Crow. Stay strong. I'm gonna popcorn it over to Callie.
Oh, what hopes, thoughts, concerns do I have about today's game? It has been a hell of a week, so I would like to be present tonight, especially since I'm one of the ones doing a flashback tonight. And I hope, like you, Tim, I hope that we end this in a way that feels good. I think, and we fulfill however it ends for
Yeah,
each of our
good or bad.
characters. It feels good to us, you know. So there's that. And what advice do I have for my character? If I've learned anything this week, Callie, just breathe. Just take a moment and breathe. And I'm gonna popcorn it to Neil.
All right. What hopes, thoughts, concerns do I have about today's game? I think my hope is to just be a good supportive role for those that are doing flashbacks today. And I hope that when we end things that like there's a sense of resolution, a sense of resolve, no matter what happens, if it's negative or positive. So we'll see what happens. And my advice for my character is, you know, you're worth a lot more than you think you are. So maybe take a look at that. And I'm gonna popcorn it over to Dustin, Alex Price,
Third.
the third.
Yes. I hope that I can continue to sustain this energy and be the queen that Alex is. Yeah, I don't know how the story ends. I don't really have any plans for it at this point, so we'll see how it goes. Our game of Galactic, I had a few ideas of what may happen in the end, and none of those. Well, I mean, I guess I did finish on that plan. I didn't leave the planet. That was my original plan for my character. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. And advice for my character: be the sword, Alex. Be the sword. I'm gonna send it over to Kayla.
Okay. What hopes, thoughts, concerns do I have? I just want to have fun. And end this. I'm ready. I've been ready. And it's been a really hard week, so it's gonna be. We'll see how well this goes. So, I have some ideas, and honestly, I just want all I want is for that to happen, and that'll be good. What advice do I have for my character? It's okay to not have answers. That's it. Let's see who's left. Manaka.
So I've had 4 canceled game sessions in the last 8 or 9 days. So I'm really looking forward to playing. And I live for character development and quirky characters and character growth. And so I'm always a little sad to put aside a character, to retire characters. So a little sad going into the game. But I also want to, save the town. So that I'm looking forward to saving the town. And what advice do I have for Chloe? Give a fuck. Right? Chloe was in this not giving a fuck part of life, and it's give a few, So yeah. I believe I was the last one.
Yes, you are.
I think
All
so,
right.
yeah.
So to go into the space of the game, the magic circle, we will do the name game. We'll each say our player names, repeated by everybody, and then we'll say our character names, welcomed by everybody. Who would like to start?
Hi, everyone. I've missed you. I'm Tim.
Hi,
Tim.
Hi,
Tim.
Tim.
Hey, Tim.
and I'm playing Crow.
Hey there, Crow.
Hey, Crow.
Welcome,
Crow.
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 I am Dustin. Hey everyone.
Hey,
Hello, Dustin.
Dustin.
Hey, Dustin.
And I'll be playing Alexander Price III tonight.
Hello, Rich
Hi,
Kid.
Hi,
Alex.
Hey,
Alex.
rich kid.
Alexander Price
Mm.
the Third.
Nice person.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tennille,
Hey,
Hi,
Tennille.
Hi,
Tennille.
Tennille.
and I am playing Enid.
Enid.
Hey,
Hey, Enid.
Enid.
Dead girl.
Hey.
Big girl.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lara.
Hey,
Hello.
Hey,
Laura.
Lara.
Hi, Laura.
And I'm playing Callie.
Hey,
Hey,
Callie.
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 Hey,
Callie.
Callie.
I am Kayla,
Hey,
Hello,
Kayla.
Kayla.
Hey, Kayla.
and I am playing Lucian.
Hello,
Lucian.
Hi,
What's up,
Lucian.
My name
Before.
is Menachem. Rock'em Sock'em Menachem.
Hi, Rock'em Sock'em.
Hi,
Menachem.
Menachem.
Welcome.
That's just a way to remember my name. And
Good way.
I am playing
works.
Chloe.
Hey,
Hello,
Chloe.
Hey,
Chloe.
Chloe.
Hey, Chloe.
Welcome.
And here we go.
Ooh.
I would like to add a line. Do not see it on the sheet. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I am going to line any animal deaths
Okay.
of any kind.
Mm-hmm.
Noted.
That's it. That's what I got.
I think we're starting with Callie.
I think we are. I love that.
Wow, just putting her on blast. Okay.
No, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Laura, where's your
Tell your
puppet?
story.
I don't have a puppet. I
There's a
don't
Snoopy
have.
behind you.
There is a Snoopy behind me.
Wait,
It's
did you have a-
gigantic.
Was there a bumblebee puppet or was that a bat?
I have a bat. It's a bat,
bat?
and
It's
its
a
name
bat.
is Bumble.
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 All
That's
I've got-
okay.
great.
Bumble
All
the
I've
bat.
got is
Oh, there you go.
Oh, my little frog.
Aw.
Okay. Well, Callie's seen, like I said when we were talking before, at first I was toying with like when she gets bit, but I don't think that's that's done.
We've done that.
People have done that. So I'm thinking after her first change, the scene is going to start with her in her room the next morning. Being like, what the fuck? So she's at home. I think the time frame is probably the fall before Enid died, since this is about when I remember Cass was like, I've got this friend who got really strong.
I did that. I did do that.
You did do that. So it's pre Enid's death in the fall, and this is like she's supposed to be getting ready for school. For context, she has a younger brother, and both of her parents live at home too.
If I remember correctly, Kayla is not playing Family Life.
That's right. Thank you for remembering that.
Don't play Family Life.
I have officially retired from playing the family.
Okay. So I think Callie's gonna have gotten up and is pacing around her room and like, what the fuck happened last night? What is this? And then she's a really good student, goes to school, likes school, and looks at her like clock and is like, fuck, I gotta get ready for school. And starts running around her room trying to grab stuff put together, pulling on like why she's wearing flannel, pulling over bite marks and scratches and things. And I guess she's gonna head downstairs.
I want to throw in a social media, just a little thing.
Okay.
People are talking on social media about all the dogs were barking a lot last night.
Okay. Okay.
Dogs in the neighborhoods are going wild. Just wouldn't shut up.
I'm also gonna throw in that as Callie is like running down the stairs to get breakfast or whatever, the family cat hisses at her. And she's like, you too. I can't remember what I decided the cat's name was going to be, but it's going to be Waffles. You
Good
too,
cat name.
Waffles. And
Oh,
she's
yes, we have waffles for breakfast. Hurry up.
I was talking to the cat. The cat. Ugh. Anyway, coming downstairs, apparently there were waffles for breakfast. Just really nervously looking around. And I'm late. I'm late. I guess I need to just grab waffles and go.
You are ravenous, actually.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. She likes to eat a lot of things.
You said you had a younger brother
Yeah, 10
or
years old.
sibling?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Aiden, 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Mm-hmm. Do it if you
Do
want to
it.
do it.
Callie, your hair. What?
What, Aiden? What?
You're not gonna go to school like that, are you?
What's up? What's up with my hair? Okay, fine. And so she starts to get frustrated and runs over to a mirror to try and figure out what's going on with her
You
hair.
got like a sideways half faux hawk going.
Ugh. And she runs back to her room and just grabs a beanie to pull down over her head. Because that's now her signature look, I guess.
But it is.
It is. So runs back downstairs. Oh, shit, and like grabbing the waffles.
Callie, language.
And your dad says, quit waffling on where you want to be.
Dad, that's the worst dad joke ever. It's not funny.
Honey,
Waffles.
don't yell at your dad.
You all aren't helping. Don't you know I'm late for school?
You have at least eat before you leave.
Fine. And she like grabs this entire stack of waffles that's been made and starts eating them.
She's not waffling about the waffles.
I don't want you to choke.
I'm not gonna choke.
I was gonna have my waffle.
I'll make more.
What am
Honey,
I
it's
gonna
all
eat
right.
before school now? She took all the waffles.
Callie, did you really have to do that?
Yes. I mean, he's always taking my stuff.
It doesn't mean you eat all the waffles.
I'm hungry.
Your brother like starts
She's a growing girl.
twirling a stylus.
You little shit.
Callie, your language.
Mom, language.
But he stole my stuff. And then she
Doesn't
runs
mean
over
that
and
you-
snatches the stylus back.
Callie, what is going over with you today?
Well, I didn't sleep well last night.
Relatable.
What?
Bleed.
Why? What?
Lots of bleed.
I don't know. There was a lot of noise, and like, didn't you? Internet's been saying that the dog. You didn't hear the dogs barking all night last night, and like,
No, I was sleeping.
Oh, they were pretty loud. Yeah.
What's it?
see, Dad gets me. Dad gets me.
Did somebody let the dogs out last night?
Who let the dogs out?
Yep.
That
Well
was a
said,
pretty good
Candace.
dad joke, actually. You
Like-
got to give it to your father.
I'm hipping with it.
No, you're not. No.
Dad,
Well-
I am not vibing with this right now. You gotta take it. You gotta chill on the. Anyway, totally
Why are
not
you so
cool.
flustered today, honey?
I didn't sleep well. I'm late. I'm supposed to be at school. I'm supposed to meet up with someone for class for a project.
Calm down.
Your heart rate's going
Breathe.
up.
Mm-hmm. And Aiden stole my stuff.
And you stole his pancakes.
There are
It
waffles,
doesn't.
Mom.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Waffles. I wanted waffles, not
And
pancakes.
and right now I am going to
Aiden,
take
get
a
up
weak.
and make a
I'm gonna
waffle.
take.
Yes.
I'm gonna take a weak move,
Yes.
and I'm going to. Let's see, which one
The
do I
options
wanna
are so
use?
good.
All of them are so good right now.
Uh-huh.
I think I think at this point she's just gonna yell at someone she really shouldn't yell at, which is the entire family, and just like, leave me the fuck alone, and then runs out the door.
Callie!
Mom, language.
And you gain a token.
Exactly.
Wow, that puberty must be hitting her hard.
What's puberty?
I guess I'm gonna have a talk with her.
Yes, that's for you.
What's puberty?
God, now that
do I
we're
want
having a
it?
Conversation. I'm glad.
Do I
Everybody
want
gets
it?
it. End scene.
Sounds like a
We're not going to
10-year-old.
talk about puberty in this game. All right.
Yeah.
The player
Ugh.
character left the scene.
Yeah. I mean, there could be like, we could go more. Callie can go meet up with Cass or whatever and go to school, but like, because this isn't the emotional piece, I think, but just like, yeah, she's frustrated and storms out and is like pacing in the driveway now, figuring out, should I walk to school? You know what? She just starts running to school.
Yeah.
She's gonna run to school. She's got all this pent up energy and ends up at school very sweaty and like not even tired looking though. And
Your mom pulls up in the car with Aiden and rolls down the window. How did you get here so quick?
I called a lift.
Where
We have
did
a
you get
lift?
the money for that?
This town's big enough for a lift. Okay.
Sure it is. Sure it is. They got billionaires.
Fair.
The billionaires
Callie-
like the lift. When their limo drivers get
Good point.
bored.
I'm gonna pull a move of ask a probing question. Just be honest with me. Were you hanging out, like drinking or doing something else last night?
Tell him to shut up, Mom. I don't do that stuff.
So what is going on? Your mom
didn't-
gets out of the car, is now having a
No.
conversation with you in front of other people.
And Aiden's just standing there, just like, dish the gas.
Well,
I don't know.
listen, me and a bunch of the other moms have been talking about kids doing drugs in the woods lately, and if you are one of them, I need to know.
I'm not. I'm not.
Just for fun. What's your last name again?
Welch.
Welch. The officer assigned to the school walks by, tips his hat. Morning, Ms. Welch. And starts to keep going.
Was he talking to me? How did he know my name?
I think he was talking to me, Mom. I go to school here.
Okay, look. Can you just tell me
You're-
honestly
you're-
what happened?
I don't know. I didn't sleep well
Right,
last
look-
night, and maybe I'm having a mental breakdown. I don't know.
We'll talk about it later then. Aiden, get in the car.
What?
Yeah, get in the car, Aiden. Get out of here.
Aiden, stop it.
What? I didn't do anything.
Ooh. Let's see. Hurt somebody you love by accident. Gonna take another weak move. Callie is going to pick up a rock and throw it and hit Aiden in the arm.
Callie! I think this is call for the move of introduce a new obligation or commitment to deal with. You're coming home right after school. You're not going out tonight. You are grounded for the rest of the week. I don't know what's going on with you, but we need to have a serious talk when you get home.
Did you see that? It really hurt. No, I don't want to go
Aiden,
to
shh.
school.
I she told him to shh when he got hurt. I didn't mean to hurt him. I'll come home after school. And she like walks off to go to school.
That's what you get for antagonizing your sister. And she pulls off.
That sounds like something my mom would
That
say.
is exactly what my parents said to my brother. Exactly what they said.
Aiden just stands there, just confused, in pain, and not sure now. But anyway, this story is not about a 10-year-old child.
No.
Pings on social media, someone caught you throwing the rocket and hurting your brother.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you start hearing zzz, 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 zzz.
I'm gonna look at my phone. And great.
Ooh,
And
you ripped your shirt while doing it.
oh, okay, a little strong. Also, probably put a dent in the car with the
Probably.
rock.
Probably.
Well, you hit your brother, put a dent in your brother.
Probably put a dent in your
But
Maybe
it
it
might have
dinged
bounced
off
off of
and,
him.
you know, yeah.
And hit something.
Are you still outside?
I'm like outside heading up to the school building. Yeah.
Okay. So as you're like walking up the school steps, you feel someone like reach out grab your shoulder, and they're like, "Are you okay?" And it's Cass. What was
Cass,
that?
I don't know what's going on, Cass. My family's just driving me nuts.
She's like, "Have you been working out?" Like,
what do you mean?
Your shirt feels kind of tight.
Oh.
And you ripped it. Why is it ripped?
I guess I must have ripped it when I threw the rock at my brother. You saw how annoying he was being, right?
I did.
Okay. Yeah. They're just, my mom just got on my case this morning, and my brother's being his usual annoying self. So I don't know. And I think leading up to the door, she like puts her hand on the door handle for the school door, and it's like stuck, and she breaks it.
So let's remember. So, question for you: how is this going to become possibly traumatic, and how are you going to win it? And I'm going to throw in Chloe's lounging by the front door, just a minor scene, and goes, looks at you, slowly nods his head, and then goes back to whatever he was fiddling with.
I think at some point, I have an idea of where I want to go with this, and I think I want to use the weak move, lose control at the worst possible moment, and experience a slow and agonizing transformation.
So you start to walk in to the school, and you cross paths with Pam, who is like the girl bully, the queen, if you will. Besides Alex, the other
the girl Alex.
The girl Alex.
Mean girl
walks past you, and I'm gonna pull out the playbook of the Nefarious Ones.
Oh, that's interesting.
And make a show of force and bravado, and she's just gonna kind of push you into the lockers, and just give you a look as she like walks past.
And from that, Callie is like gonna like snarl, and if Cass is nearby, Callie doesn't snarl.
Yeah, Cass is like, do you have an animal in your backpack?
You have something to say?
What the hell was that? What the hell was that for?
For being in my way.
I was in your way, and Callie's gonna
Nope.
be stupid and run and jump.
Wait,
and,
wait.
Oh, wait, you got something?
Well, no, Cass is like saying, like, wait, like.
Oh, wait, no, this is, and Callie's just gonna run and like jump on Pam, and like, I think probably gonna, like, I'm imagining someone stopping her when she tries to hit her. But
By the way, if
Agreed.
Cass is there, Alex is not far away filming this.
Oh, I'm sure.
course.
It's a
Of
good time
course.
for
How does-
Chloe to have noticed this, right? Chloe's strong.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Chloe will walk by and just kind of
How does
Not-
Alex feel about Pam?
Mixed.
Oh, okay. Rivals.
Chloe's gonna walk through the middle of it in the way that you know, kind of knocks your arm out of the way, and it's like,
Mhm.
hey, looking at Pam. Hey,
I think Callie is acutely aware now of everyone watching
oh,
her.
you're
Oh, yeah.
buzzing with people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a circle around you now.
She's like, and she just starts to
fight.
she just starts to panic, and like, I'm thinking she got bit on her arm, and she's like grabbing her arm and feels this intense like pain, and Chloe will probably pick up on some change, like, I don't know if anyone else would, because they don't know about all the weird shit going on yet, but she's starting to shift, and she's in a lot of pain, and she's like panicking, and just like gets up and runs.
I'll
out
do
the
a
front.
strong move and escort
Mhm.
you out of there.
Yeah.
Whatever the
What is wrong with that fucking bitch? What is wrong with her?
Cass is gonna like lean over to Pam and whisper, like, careful. Alex is watching you. And is just gonna like walk away.
Alex is gonna show Cass like made a boomerang of Callie like going to jump and then back and then jump and then back and then jump and then back. Like, this is
I really
home.
want a boomerang.
That's pretty
of you
good. Cass
doing
is
that
like,
right
that's
now.
pretty good. That's pretty good. We could clip that and then turn
Yeah.
it into our
Clip
gift.
it.
And I think Callie would want to thank Chloe, but is just like now screaming, and like she doesn't shift into a half wolf, half person, only a wolf. So it's like she's really nervous about being around people after last night. And
sub basement.
Oh, the basement.
The basement.
Not again. And when they get down to the basement, her scream basically turns into a howl. And she's slowly shifting, like half of her body is like now like wolf legs. I don't know what the fuck is going on, Chloe.
You are something other than you were yesterday.
This is
Okay.
Yeah, this is not me. I don't hit people. I don't scream at my brother. Well, maybe I do.
I think Chloe would have a sense of what was going on here, right? Chloe's
Yeah.
known the town and has been around a long time.
You know there are wolves hanging out in the
Yeah,
woods.
I know there's werewolves and didn't we determine there were a couple other werewolves?
I
at
think
school?
so.
Yeah. I just don't understand. I want to be me again.
This is you from now on. You can learn to control it.
It doesn't feel.
You're not alone.
What do you mean? Like they can't? No one can. You're the only one that knows.
I may be the only one who knows, but there are others, even in the school, just like you. And I'm a little different too.
What? What are, what are you talking about? What others?
Look at your arms. Are you
The-
that hairy?
No.
You are a werewolf.
A werewolf? Like I know something happened last night. I woke up with like scratches and like. But a were? Are you
Ooh.
serious right now?
I think I know how to. We're going to trigger your big change.
Mm.
Look at me carefully. Do not freak out. But I am different too. And I smile. And my teeth elongate.
And she's
The
gonna
fangs.
finish. She's gonna like, what the fuck, and finish her changes.
A wolf out.
Now a wolf out. Yeah. So now she's a wolf and she can't really talk. So
Oh.
I think that was kind of hopeful though.
Have we achieved what you were thinking you might achieve?
I think so. Once again, I've been off tonight, so it's like I think we got something good. Her panic school, and now her school, everyone at school is talking about how much of a violent bully she.
Chloe's gonna, hold your face to face.
I love it.
Hold your gaze as you're struggling with this transformation that's happened to you.
And there's some, like, you can tell that there's still some turmoil, but it's a little less. Like she's coming to grips with things.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How does Callie deal with not having clothes now?
I don't know.
I think you need another jacket.
I think I another jacket, and like maybe she just hangs out there until nighttime.
Maybe Chloe goes to get you some clothes.
Chloe tags Cass. Social media.
So I'm also thinking that there's like your mom said you needed to come home right after school. Mm-hmm. You're grounded. Like all of this is going on, and maybe you like lose track of time. You stay at school too late. The clothes situation.
That's a good point.
Yeah, lots of stressors there.
Mm-hmm.
Like you suddenly you get a sense that the moon is rising. I'm feeling, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
How do we go from panic to I got this?
Right. I don't know how this particular situation gets to that I got this, because she still doesn't feel like she's got this in the present time, I think.
Okay. How do you go to not getting into your wild sense, your animal urges?
I think having the reminder that she's not alone and that she has human pieces.
So did Chloe message Cass to bring clothes?
Unless we want to deal,
because Cass can be like waiting outside if you want.
Or there could be that, or there could be like, oh shit, maybe I have to wait here because I'm a wolf until nighttime, and then oh shit, I'm supposed to have gone home.
I could think of it eventually. Cass could come at some point, but we could still do that drama piece. Because Cass, we determined Cass knows, right?
Well, I had an idea. So I had an idea. If Callie wants to feel like she still belongs, I think Cass could make that happen.
I eventually realized I should get some help, and I'll pick up
Okay.
your phone and ping
The
Cass.
phone that falls, the
Yeah.
clothes are gone. And the phone
Shredded.
is
Like
When
sitting
you-
on the
when you go to
room.
pick up the phone to like text Cass, you see the post on social media that Alex posted, that like boomerang, being like, Callie's a total badass, that girl deserved it, and also 13 missed calls from your mom.
Oof.
I'll text Cass, grab Callie's gym uniform or some other clothes and come down to the boiler room. Don't ask questions.
What time is it? It's from.
It's the middle of the day. School. It's like
So it's
an
still the
hour
middle
later.
of the day. Okay. All right. If it was at nighttime, that'd be okay. Sure.
I mean, did you want it to be later?
I don't. What do you want it to be, Laura?
it can be the middle, like toward the end of the day, not
Okay.
like people would still be at school.
Like
Chloe's
2
not
p.m.
Chloe's not
Yeah.
a social media expert. So
Yeah.
it took a
Yeah.
while
So
to
you've just
think about it.
Yeah. That's fair. Okay.
Well, and my phone's been going off. I think if Callie sees the screen, she's gonna whine like a dog whining.
Oh my god. Okay. Cass is like, yeah, okay. Is it still the same combination? Also, Callie? Question mark. Like she knows.
This is Chloe. I'm with Callie. She needs your help.
Okay. In the boiler room.
That's
We're
kind of a
asking
weird
questions.
place to be doing this.
Okay. All right. I mean, I just.
Wait,
This
okay.
is like the perfect setup for sosomeone to get like hazed or something.
Yeah,
I
like,
can
okay.
understand Cass
right.
is like
okay, I wouldn't have exactly shipped Chloe and Callie, but okay. In the boiler room.
So Cass is going to sneak out of her whatever. I'm assuming it's going to be like the last class of the day. And we'll go and get the clothes. They're like gym shorts and a t-shirt with like the school logo. And she's gonna also grab the shoes just because now she's like, oh, this is really weird. And she'll go to the boiler room.
I'll open the door a little bit when you get there and say, remember when you noticed Callie seemed different this morning?
Yeah.
She's really different now.
Okay.
Hold your hand over your mouth when you come in.
Why?
And he opens the door and lets Cass in to see a giant wolf on the floor, wearing the shreds of Callie's clothing.
Whimpering.
Chewing on a sneaker.
chewing on a sneaker. She's not a dog. Come on now.
Cass is gonna look at Chloe and it's like,
You've read the stories. You're her best friend. You've read the tales of werewolves.
a werewolf. And then she's gonna like look at the wolf and be like, Callie?
And then like Callie just looks up and can't say really anything. So
Okay. Well, yeah. This explains a lot. Cass is going to ask Chloe, how does she change back?
That's a process. I'm not intimately familiar with werewolves as I am with some other things.
What other things?
Sun's getting real low.
I don't. What is? Okay.
I'm anyway, sorry.
No.
But if you're her best friend, you might be able to help in ways I couldn't. You're taking this very well, by the way.
Well, I mean, this is a really weird town.
Yes, it is.
I've seen some interesting things already.
And it means you're paying attention.
And so
Callie's phone goes off again, and she whimpers and starts pacing.
Oh God.
okay. Cass is gonna take the phone and look at it. Is it? I'm assuming it's from your mom.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Okay. Cass is going to text. What's your mom's name?
I didn't come up with a name.
Okay. So
We will
Cass is gonna say, sorry, Mrs. Welch. This really big, creepy dude was like following me today, and like I told Callie I didn't want to be alone, so she like walked me home, and now we're doing homework. I'll drive her home in like, what time is it now? I'm gonna say in like an hour, like
As soon as I can.
yeah, I'm gonna say as soon as I can. I'm really freaked out. ... Sorry, and he's gonna send it.
You get a message back after many ... a really long message that's summarized as, she better get home, she better be here in a half an hour, it's like after every word it's like she better.
watch, and there's no like, sorry, that guy was following you.
Right, nothing. Okay, so your mom is mad. What did you do? What did you do to your mom today? So when can she put these
can't
clothes
talk.
on?
Yeah, I can't talk.
So Cass is gonna look at Chloe and be like, so when
Help her remember who she is.
okay. How?
Talk to her.
Okay.
Give her memories you have together. I've just got back to town. So
okay.
Callie's phone buzzes again.
Damn. Cass is gonna shut the phone off. So Cass is gonna shut the phone off, and then it's going to like sit down on the floor, and
Cass just likes to sit down with people, bathtubs, boiler floors.
Yep. She's like, let's
Does it
just
start with
sit
B?
down.
yeah. So
Bathtubs and boilers.
yeah,
rooms.
yeah. So she's gonna like scoot a little bit closer, but there's still like a distance. And she's going to like reach her hand to like pat Callie on the head. It's like, is this okay? Like pat.
And Callie's like calm enough to like, I think she understands and like comes a little closer. Yeah.
Okay, so so do you remember that time we were like riding our bike? I don't know. We've got bikes. Apparently, we have bikes now. We were like mountain biking, and I like fucking fell. Do you remember that? And I busted my arm, and you like literally dragged me back to town to the doctor. Do you remember that?
Damn, Callie's a badass.
Yeah. Right.
And like Callie like sits down now, like looking at you, and kind of doesn't really. I don't know if a wolf can nod, but like,
I mean, are you a Jacob werewolf or are you not? Because Jacob understood.
Jacob understood. Jacob did understand.
Cass is gonna say, I'm gonna take that as a yes. That you understand what I'm talking about. This is interesting. This is weird. This is okay. This is fine. We're fine. Everything is fine. Do you know if it's something they can like control?
Eventually.
Eventually. I don't know what that means. Okay. I'm not like
This
an
happened
expert on this
yesterday.
thing. How do you know that? Were you there?
No, she smells different today.
What do you mean she smells different? And she's gonna like sniff Callie.
I can smell her across the room.
What does that mean? How can
She
you do
smells
that?
like a wolf. She didn't smell like a wolf yesterday.
Okay. What did
I
she
don't know her
smell
well.
like
I just
yesterday?
like any of the rest of you.
What do we smell like?
People.
Please say food.
People.
Lavender. Everybody just smells like lavender.
I mean,
Okay.
you might smell like food to her, but not
Pulsing
you.
blood.
Copper. It just smells
Right.
like copper.
Copper.
Chloe doesn't say beating hearts that call me. No.
Beating hearts that call
Okay.
me.
So let's see. Trying to think of some other memories.
I mean, we can kind of hand wave you do a bunch of memories.
Yeah, you do a
Yeah.
bunch of memories, and
Thanks,
as you
great.
do the memories, Callie is like calming down and eventually like lays down like a dog lays down, even though she's not a dog, she's a wolf.
Right.
And I think as she gets more of these stories and like is remembering the people she cares about, and she is exhausted, but she like shifts back into her human self, and is like
Very naked.
tired, very naked and very tired.
This is when Chloe's ready for Callie to really freak out. Like you can almost not believe it until now.
Yeah.
For Cass, almost. I mean, to not freak out.
Yeah. Cass is like, okay, she's naked now. This is okay. I brought you clothes. I
She'll need
see.
your help.
Thanks, Cass. And she's tired but grabs the clothes and like puts
Chloe's
them
being
on.
modest, not lurking.
Callie doesn't say anything but definitely appreciates that. And Callie's like, Cass, you really came through for me when I needed you. What the
Of
fuck is my
course.
mom gonna say?
I don't know. Shut your phone off.
Oh, she doesn't like that.
Yeah. Well, it's like 9:00 now, so it'll be fine. We can drive.
Okay.
My car is still here.
I don't know the creepy dude excuse.
I mean, there really is a creepy dude, but
Sorry.
It's the janitor.
it's not you. Not
It's
you.
the janitor.
Yeah.
The
Really is-
janitor
there
guy
really is a
Franklin has
6,000
always been creepy.
It really is a 6,000-year-old creepy dude right there.
Can we do like if is this the end of
Uh,
flashback?
Could be the end. If
So-
we get back home, it's gonna go back.
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Cass was are we can like be getting in the car or whatever, and she's like, oh, by the way, I got you something. And he's gonna like reach in the back and pulls out a present because Cass likes to give presents.
Okay. We've decided
You know.
Cass gives presents.
Just like Alex. I mean, after all, they are friends. So
Mm-hmm. They
um
are.
and is going to give you this present. She's like, here, I saw it and like I don't know. I really wanted you to have it. And you open it and it's the stylus that Bro ends up stealing.
That motherfucker. We started this whole thing with Aiden stealing a stylus, and now we've got the one.
I didn't steal it. You left it laying around again. Okay, maybe you should keep better track of it.
Can we do one little thing here? As you guys are pulling away, you see the janitor standing in the parking lot, like in the middle of the parking lot, just watching you guys leave.
Okay, maybe you didn't lie to my
I
mom.
wasn't lying. I've been watching him watch me for like days now. Days.
I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
I know you got all these new muscles now, and Cass is gonna like feel your bicep again.
Whoa. Is Cass attracted to Callie?
Maybe.
Maybe. We did establish that Alex and Cass are not in a relationship.
right.
But
Yes, we
Definitely not.
did. We did establish that. At some point, I'm sure Callie will turn on her phone, and she'll see that she has a text from Enid, stating that today was a project that that we were supposed to do at our tech class, and she covered for you with Mrs. Binary. So we definitely have to do it next week. And she, she's like, I pulled a lot of strings for you, but we still have to do that project.
and Callie will text back and be like, "Thank you so much. I owe you." And I think that's a good stopping point so that we can move on to our other scene. If we had more time, it would be cool to do the going home and that mess, but I think we're in a good place. Okay.
It's interesting. I think we've all gotten stronger through the flashbacks. Our characters, you know, and like Enid, that was pretty gumptuous of you to be, hey, you screwed up.
And it wasn't even like a mean, hey, you screwed up. It was like just a, hey, you were supposed to be here. I covered for you. Get your shit together.
It was assertive for Enid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was for sure.
But apparently she can be assertive with the teacher and with me.
Yeah.
All right.
As you drive home, instead it changes to you driving up to the pencil factory.
Oh yeah. And like the vision changes from like she's not seeing not seeing home, seeing the pencil factory. Yeah.
Right, Kayla, you had an idea for
You've got a good idea.
Yeah, the flash forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about what I got. So I was thinking it could be a flash forward of obviously what it would look like if the seals are breached and the serpents are back being serpenty. I don't know. That's what I was thinking. About as far as I got. So whatever.
So do we want to start with the Abyss or the Nefarious Ones?
I mean, does a scene swirl of us getting defeated at the pencil factory?
What do you mean?
Like the past isn't working to psych us out, so they're going to try and show us the future. So they show us losing and then retreating, right? Something like that.
Maybe. Yeah. So it would be like if we lose. I mean, ultimately, that's partly why the head of my family hasn't necessarily done anything proactive. Because if the seals are broken, there's a potential for, greatness to live again. in the form of
So,
giant snakes.
so your flash forward is they've opened the seals,
Hmm.
and okay, we lose the fight. They open the seals. The town is swarmed with nefarious ones. The serpents reveal themselves.
Yeah.
And they have demands of you. Your mothers have demands of you.
I mean, so the expectation is always that Lucian's choices are going towards the one common goal, right? Which is preserving the nest and moving it towards reclaiming what was lost.
Claiming an empire.
Basically, yeah. Or a time when apparently snakes ruled, right? Mm-hmm.
Are any of us alive or dead?
Oh, I don't know.
It's
I
supposed
would
to be
assume
despaired future.
what?
Supposed to be a future of despair.
Yeah. So obviously Lucian would be alive. I would also assume Chloe's alive, mostly because they're not mortal. I would assume any non-mortal beings are alive or present. But
So Enid, Chloe, Callie, are you with Callie?
yeah, I don't know about Callie.
I don't think she's
I
immortal.
No, I'm just super strong and can heal quickly, but things can kill me.
You have
Mhm.
to
So
see Grizzly
basically,
Depths
Alex, Crow, and Callie die
Yeah.
in the battle.
in the
Mhm.
battle.
Yeah.
I think actually Chloe and your mom are going to in this scene have a major argument
Yeah.
over what they're trying to get you to do, and they're trying to come forward and rule. And there's going to be a knockdown, drag out fight between your mom and me.
Yeah, I think that's that would position Lucian in a if that I think then Chloe represents an opposite of the family's wishes, right? So I think because that has to be like a core piece of it because that's part of the conflict of the character in general.
For fun, the demon father of Crow is in this reality, and he's going to suck Enid into a gemstone or a lantern that he carries and uses her energy as a power battery kind of thing.
Damn. Okay.
That makes sense.
I was thinking Chloe would die, but if you want that to be the scene you play out, then we could do it that way.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Like yeah.
I'm trying to give you a conflict to.
Yeah.
Does someone want to play the mother of Lucian? I mean, I'll keep playing moms if I have
to. You're on a roll.
Go for it. Yeah, I don't feel like I have this one for some reason. I don't feel like I know this character well enough.
We're going to need Nefarious Ones.
Yep. Someone want to take the Nefarious Ones?
Who wants to be Crow's dad? The demon Crow's dad.
I could take that one. For the record, I don't picture Crow's dad to be a demon, but
no, this is alternative reality. Remember, there's that little shot where Crow's. Yeah.
It is time for the Empire to rise again. Together, as the Nest, we will rule this world once again.
What's her name again?
It's like Narat or whatever. Narat,
Narat.
something like that. Yeah.
Narat, this goes against everything we've stood for these last 300 years.
None of this matters anymore. The end is near. The demons are taking over.
We
And
need to
now
work
it is
together to fight
our
them.
time.
Why are you so dramatic? You're always so dramatic.
You promised you would have Lucian pick her own destiny, pick their own destiny.
Lucian is one of us, and they will do what we command. What is good for the nest? And everyone starts yelling, "It's what is good for the nest?"
Just the
Yeah.
nest.
Yeah.
I feel like
Okay.
that's the rallying cry is the nest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Lucian,
Yes.
show this bloodsucker whose side you're really on.
Destiny is your own.
You say it as if it's so simple.
It is simple. The nest works for the nest.
I make a weak move and should I feed on someone or should I throw a temper tantrum?
Oh my god.
Whatever
Maybe
you want to
both.
do.
Well, I think it's not time to feed on anybody yet.
Okay.
So I'll hold off for a second. We don't work together, the demons are going to take over.
And then they will leave, and the world will be ours.
That does sound. I don't know how that sounds. Kind of. What does that even look like, Mom?
If you were alive during those times, you would have known how great our empire was without these filthy humans here.
These filthy human friends of yours, Lucian.
Do you listen to this thing?
Since when am I a thing?
Since now it's time for our kind to rise.
You turned that fast.
Yeah, I guess so.
As you guys are having this conversation, there's swirling darkness like all around you. Like you hear the sound of screams from people being pulled out of their homes and tortured in the most grotesque and brutal of ways.
That doesn't sound very good. What's going to happen to them?
They're being killed.
And whatever is
Or
left,
the lucky ones.
Whatever is left will be our slaves for the rest of time.
We don't do slaves, and it gets up right in Narat's face. Fangs elongated.
I mean, she can turn into a snake.
She's got her
a
own
big old snake.
I think she transforms into this like massive snake and looks at Lucian. Do you allow this one to stand before your queen, your mother?
When you put it like that. Lucian is very clearly like this is that like that's they disobeying is like not an option and never has been. So yeah, they're very much not, they like are very, they're kind of like, what do you want me to do?
Chloe picks the snake bite off the counter that we're next to, because we always are. Chugs like half the bottle. It says, "You're going to have to make a choice right now, Lucian." And is going to move to feed on someone unable to stop until they are dead and there's a bloody mess everywhere.
Oh my god, who are you gonna feed on?
My old best friend.
Damn. So that's happening.
You could see the muscles in my body tensing.
Yeah. So
Are we saying that you're in the biker bar basically?
I would, yeah. I mean, we could say that. That's. I mean,
When you said you were taking the snake bite
Yeah.
drink,
Yeah.
now I'm imagining it's there.
a dilapidated. It's probably, I don't know. I imagine it's like a darker version of it. Maybe it's, yeah. So Lucian is watching this.
Are we in a direction that feels like the right way to go
And
for you?
yeah, I mean, I have an end goal, so
Okay.
it's working fine. I don't know if it's what you guys are thinking it's
I don't know
gonna
where we're
be,
going
but
towards. Just giving you some material.
so Lucian is also going to take a week move, and is going to do their family's bidding, choosing them over your own self-interest and wants, and is going to morph into a their giant snake self and kind of like put themselves in front of their mom or their queen. We can go with that.
Khaleesi.
You get in the way.
Khaleesi.
All right. So this is a plot line I wondered if we ever get to. And I thought I loved you. Right in Lucian's face.
There's like no, they like kind of lunge at you a little bit.
At this, the door opens to the bar, and a shadowy figure holding a lantern walks in. You do that at them?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to use the Nefarious One and take a move. I'm going to make a show of force and bravado. Holding up the lantern, this bright light comes emanating out as it's like a bullseye lantern aimed directly at you.
Me.
Yeah. Basically, Enid's energy now concentrated in its brightest form.
How do you kill an undead? With a ghost.
And as he holds that up, he looks over to the queen. I don't know. I forgot.
Narat.
Right, yeah, but we
Narat?
can just call her the queen.
It is done, my queen. This world will soon be yours, and I will leave this all for you.
What were you going to say, Tim?
I was waiting to see if Lucian was going to do something.
They are waiting to see what their mom's gonna do.
Chloe's skin is starting to age.
Like
visibly, like getting older in front of you.
I think the queen gets up tall above everyone and just strikes down, and gonna use the move kill or capture someone and start to like feast on Chloe.
Oh my god.
Like everyone else in the room starts to do the same.
Well, damn. So Lucian is going to take a strong move, threaten or destroy something or someone that's keeping you enmeshed in your obligations, and is going to like throw their snake body into them and be like, and is going to say like, they're no threat, like you don't need to kill them, you have what you want. and you have what you want.
Are you defying me, child?
No, but you don't need to eat them. I'm standing by you, but you don't like if you continue to feast on them, I will, and then I will kill you.
Chloe is visibly like aged beyond human recognition.
A deal's a deal. I've held up my end of this bargain. You said you could provide me with that saber-toothed tiger pelt.
So Lucian is going to take another strong move and is going to strike someone with a venomous bite and is going to strike this demon in like the neck because they're like annoyed at this point and they're like this is ridiculous. Like why are they still talking? You have what you want, mother.
What have you done?
You don't need them anymore.
Child. Very well. Try ruling this world with all of my forces still present. She'll be fun, to say the least.
Your mother slithers over to you and gets directly in your face.
Lucian is going to like cower a little bit. I don't even know what that looks like in snake form, but that's what happens. Yeah. And is like waiting to see if you say anything.
I think your mother looks at you and says, "You do not know what you are doing. This is for the nest." I had to think of the word.
The nest.
We have it already. There's nothing. What more do you need? You're ruling it now.
I need it all. And the world will be mine.
Okay, I think staying to this realm is more than sufficient.
Then will you stand with me?
I haven't.
This all. No matter what I say, you will do.
As long as you leave them alone.
Chloe reaches a decrepit hand up towards you.
So Lucian's gonna take another strong move and through a soft whisper convince someone to do something for you, and is going to whisper to Chloe, "You need to leave now."
Chloe's turning to dust almost on your floor.
I know. Well,
oh, he'll leave. He'll leave like dust in the wind.
Well, you know. And
in this possible future, Chloe finally succumbs to being 6,000 years longer on the planet than their body was supposed to handle.
Mm-hmm.
Your mother slithers over to Chloe and says, "This one will not make it out of this room."
You can leave my friends alone. Like, you have everything you want. And you've killed some of my other friends, so I think we're good now.
And what if I want more?
Chloe literally turns to dust.
Your mother picks up the pelt from the ground and tosses it to the demon. The deal is done.
Yes. It's all yours. We'll move on to the next realm and take that one, I suppose. Enjoy.
Well, you got what you wanted.
And now will you continue by my side? Or will you continue to defy me?
So Lucian is going to say, well, what if I want to rule? And then it's going to attack.
If I rule the world.
Um,
You're gonna like as that's happening, like in the background, the demon is just doesn't even use the door to leave. Actually, they just like
Yeah.
shove through like a portal, and peace out with the pelt in their hand.
I think your mother wraps herself around you, struggling with you, and pulls the move, kill someone, and strikes its fangs into you, and the rest of the nest looks. She lets go and says, "For the nest." And then everyone starts.
The abyss is going to flood someone's mind with visions. Lucian, your mind is flooded with just this dark future, the subjugation of humans in camps, those who live, and the nest and your queen mother ruling. And
I'm imagining like statues of her somewhere.
Probably big giant snake statues.
At one point, she takes out one of your other mothers who's arguing with her.
Probably does. That seems rational.
And then a big war of the Nefarious Ones breaks out.
Yeah.
This is all in the second, in the half a second before the fangs strike.
Yeah.
And there's laughter. Thank you. Thank you, child.
When this vision ends and you start to let's start with here. Do you open your eyes?
No. Got like 2 fang piercings in the side of my neck.
Are you bleeding out? Is that what's happening?
I would assume that it's venomous. So I don't think I'm bleeding. I think
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you going to resist this one? How are you going to win this one, Lucian?
So is that, Tim, is that in the present or in the future that you're asking that question?
I was talking about in the sense of the future, but if it is the past, I'm okay with that too. It's up to you. It's your
Yeah. So it's happened, and I'm gonna say there's nothing Lucian can do.
So does Lucian succumb to the vision?
Yeah. So if they're, But I was thinking that it kind of like fades into, and that's when you kind of hear like Lucian say, "What have you done?" In the present, and in the present, Lucian is laying on the ground with fang bites in their neck.
And Chloe's on the ground.
Mm.
aging. And the demon father is present in the parking lot. We're all there again.
Yeah, I think Crow is kind of nervous at this point, seeing the figure who he presumes to be his father. Looks down at Lucian and like checks to see if Lucian is alive.
I think we're all still alive in the present.
Comes over to Chloe and
Chloe's going to reach over to Lucian, grab Lucian's hand. I meant it. I love you.
You don't hear a response.
Alex all of a sudden is like, guys, we gotta help Reggie. Reggie's driving the car at him.
That's right.
Reggie's driving through the gate, right?
Because Reggie was like, fuck this, and just like gunned the car through the gate. You guys are like laying there. Crow's just like staring off at this one person. I'm just gonna be like, I'm just like smack Callie. Be like, fuck it, Callie, come on, let's go.
What about them?
Alex is gonna run towards the demons.
Alex, you're gonna get yourself killed.
Are all your is all of your gang there? Or just Reggie? Okay.
Yeah. No, they were, I think we drove over.
Everybody was there.
Because the gang was at the pizza place. We drove over.
Right.
But Reggie had their car just like bolted through. So
we talked about the idea that these visions, as we went through them, kind of weakening the Nefarious Ones. Do you think with this last one they got bolstered a little bit?
It got turned around.
Mm-hmm.
We have to pull it out of our ass now.
Mm-hmm. Could be whatever, whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, I think Crow's still in shock. Like, doesn't know what's happening. Sees Chloe. Chloe is like
getting older,
an old friend of the family, and Lucian it considers Lucian a friend as well. And the sight of this demon, who is presumably like their father, Crow doesn't know what to do. It's almost in like, this is like a traumatic moment for Crow.
Save Lucian.
What is Enid doing?
Yeah, Enid is seeing everything that's going on, and she's very conflicted about what Alex is doing, and worried. She's looking at Callie, and then she sees Crow, and she looks at Crow and says, "You should talk to him. Maybe there's something that you can do."
I think Crow.
Meanwhile, the only human is running into battle.
Yeah,
Cass,
the sword, man.
Cass, the sword.
Cass is there next to you, Callie, and Callie's like, "We gotta fucking help Alex. He's gone crazy." You hear a crash.
Alex.
Well, the car slammed into something. I'm gonna keep this moving. You guys are gonna sit here chatting. I'm gonna keep this moving because time, and also like things aren't gonna wait for you guys to sit here and chat with one another about your love lives and whatever.
And then Enid is going to play a strong move. Do a strong move and spend a token. She's going to head over to Chloe, and she's going to hold space for someone else's suffering, bringing them profound relief as you absorb it into yourself. And she's going, I don't know if this is going to stop his aging, but it's, it's what she's trying to do to try to help him in some way.
I think that qualifies.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
Yeah. Alex, the abyss. You feel something like if you ran through mist and it was soaking into your skin. And it's doesn't feel like much, but you can see. You familiar with Karnak of the Inhumans? He can see the flaw, the weakness, and everything.
I'm not familiar, but I can picture it.
You can, looking at the demons, you can see where they're vulnerable.
Ew, Alex is the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
So we got 3 demons still, right? And Carr going at one of them. Callie's taking Callie snaps out of it and takes a strong move and is going to smash into somebody so hard their bones break. She's charging at the closest demon that is not the one the car is going at, and just full force running, and is like pissed and slams into them, smashing their bones.
I feel like Alex is like running, and you just run right past him.
Yeah.
And I'm
Just
like,
hell yeah!
I look over on your left.
Oh.
Good. Yep.
Is Lucian dying?
Yeah.
How do you feel about being a?
I told you.
What?
I told you, Tim. I told you.
It's the only thing I can think of. I'm gonna pull a strong move.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna turn someone else into a vampire.
Oh!
I told you, Tim. I told you. I told you.
Oh man, Kayla, you get to be a vampire
No.
again.
It comes true.
No.
You can't fight it.
No.
You love
Crow,
it.
like
You love it.
Crow sees all this happening and just sits down and closes his eyes. He crosses his legs, puts his hands on his knees, and I'm gonna spend a token to while chanting in tongues, cast a perfect spell, and I want to commune with the court of fairies.
You came.
How do I get her back?
Your mother?
My mother.
You must defeat this imposter of a father.
I need her help. Is there any way I could have her enter this world for just a little bit?
What do we think?
What do you have to give?
I can give myself.
In what way?
Whatever you bid of me. You said you want me to be here more often. You said you want me to train with you and be here. I'll do that.
That is what we want.
I'll leave the mortal realm if you want. I'll
No,
come
you
here.
have a role there. You must come.
You must be our ambassador.
You must honor your lineage.
The lineage of a demon?
No,
No.
silly boy.
And your mom walks out into the parking lot. Like,
You
in
can, like-
full witch form.
Like, but like white, like what the Lord of the Ring, what is her name? But scary.
Oh,
Galadriel.
Yes.
Galadriel.
Yes.
When she's got the dark
Yes.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Leave my son alone.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
I promise I'll be back.
We know.
And I think Crow gets up and starts to walk into the middle of the parking lot, like next to his mother, like confronting his father.
You're going right to the yeah. You guys are.
Yeah.
She is right to the demon. The general.
Alex is running after Callie smashes into this one demon and picks something up, seeing this vulnerability, as you said. And the demon holds up some blast of energy, comes out as Alex dodges it, sees it coming.
It's a part of the car, Reggie's car, that broke off.
Okay. It's like well, I don't want to say the tailpipe. It'll probably be pretty hot to pick up.
Yeah.
Maybe he just does anyway.
Maybe you just do it and it doesn't even faze you.
I'm going to use a strong move and have, if you have one or more of your gang members with you, have one of them take a blow or consequence for you. And Alex ducks out of the way of this beam of energy, and sitting back next to where Callie was is Cass, who takes it.
Yeah. Ouch.
Oh, cold.
Cass is gonna like fall. I don't know how fatal that was, but
I left it ambiguous for y'all to decide.
What's Enid doing?
Well, I mean, so Chloe's okay, right? Chloe's helping Lucian.
Helping.
I
Helping.
don't know. I mean, you can turn them
Mhm.
into a vampire, but I don't know how well the that's gonna mix with the venom. That
Work, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually fucking terrifying. A snake vampire?
Yeah.
Snake vampire.
I mean, if you're dead, if you're undead, it can't kill you.
Well.
It's interesting how different places, like different lores, will deal with it in the Anita Blake series. Anything that can shapeshift cannot be a vampire.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can certainly try. I don't know. We'll find out. Lucian is
It's
out
a strong
though,
move.
currently.
Lucian's what?
Lucian is out currently.
Yeah.
And Crow is connecting with their mom, right? And
Yeah, walking towards Nefarious Dad.
But yeah, we'll say Alex picks up this pipe, a piece of the tailpipe or something, unfazed, not thinking about the surge of adrenaline, dodges this blast, but does land a hit of his own, since I used a strong move on this demon.
Mm-hmm.
so I think Enid is actually going to head towards Alex. She hasn't quite figured out what she's going to do just yet, but
Well, Crow is going to spend a strong move and shut someone down with your cruelest words. I've wanted to know who you were my entire life, and you have stayed in the shadows this whole time. And she raised me the entire time until she was gone. And now I want you gone. And I think I am going to spend another strong move. And with a sympathetic item in hand, I'm going to cast a perfect spell. And I'm going to be holding my mother's hand. And I'm going to bind my father from doing harm. And it's going to look. Go ahead.
You have the book in your hand.
Yeah.
Also, I'm picturing this like shadowy demon figure that you're looking at, who looks very similar to the flash forward that we saw, right? Same picture, just without the lantern. You see an empty lantern in their hand, actually. And also so they're like kind of cloaked, and there's just kind of this shadowiness billowing, like you can't quite tell where the figure ends, and like, but you also notice as you're casting the spell, there's these just like bees or wasps swarming around their head and torso, just kind of in this like shifting, undulating mass, like if you've ever seen a swarm of bees, it's like crazy.
It's terrifying.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. That's just like around this figure as you're like looking at them doing this.
What does it look like? What does the binding look like?
Your mother reaches forward, light pouring out of her hands from the spell, basically burning away the shadow and the cloak and the bees, and eventually the body, until she reaches forward and grabs a heart. And fills the heart with light. Do we go all the way here, or do we wait? Let this be.
I don't know. Where's everyone at?
I mean, we've still got some other demons to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they're out yet. There's crashing noises happening behind you as like a car crashes into the pencil factory with a demon pinned under its hood now. There's a werewolf crashing into a demon. There's Alex. Cass is hit.
Let's switch the view somewhere else.
The demon that Alex, that you were going after and shot the blast, is that the one that I attacked, or the one that got hit by the car?
Well, there's 3 of them. Are we saying that there's 3?
There's 3.
Plus...
Yeah, there's 3.
There's
like, I was picturing there's 3 here plus.
Oh, 3 plus 1.
Okay.
The one that Crow's dealing with, right?
Yeah.
Well,
we didn't see that one originally. It kind of came out of the shadows.
Yeah. Okay.
After our flashback.
It was in Crow's flashback and was in the future.
And then it came
forward.
in. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like
right.
that.
So we've got 4 technically. Okay. So Callie, upon seeing Cass go down and having smashed this one, like jumps up and then goes over to the other one and starts pounding on it.
Yeah, like you see me land a hit, but then I realize I'm not nearly as strong as the rest of y'all.
You land a hit, and then like I come in and like smash into it to hit it, like, and knock it away from you while I'm fighting it.
Okay. So Cass is like slowly getting up, but it's like has like a very nasty burn on their shoulder, and is like gonna lean up against the car and just watch this happen. Like, I can't believe you did that, Alex. Swing a little harder.
What did you say?
Swing harder.
What's Enid doing?
So, Enid is actually gonna go into the car and she's looking for something.
Does she find it?
I'm not sure. She's looking for any sign of like a drawing that she's done for Alex, or any material that maybe is hers. I don't know if there's anything like that in Alex's car though.
Alex, do you have any secret mementos of Enid?
I'm gonna leave that up to you to decide. I mean, it seems like it's something that's important for your character. Alex is fighting demons over here, so maybe you know what? You know what I'm gonna say is in this car, is like you see clippings of newspaper articles.
Oh yeah, that would track
about you, and like a notebook that's got
Yep.
all kinds of different notes, like he's been trying to find you.
That would track. Yep.
So you find like a notebook with like these articles tucked in and like notes scrawled and like maps drawn and like weird lines,
Dated entries and stuff.
Yeah.
And one of your colored pencils and a pen holder on, attached to the notebook.
Yeah.
You see like different like X's marked on the town. Like there's even notes from the tarot reading that he recently did with Crow's grandmother, like his interpretations of it, different things like that. It's like you're seeing all these things that all you suddenly realize point to him trying to find you or figure out what happened. In the meantime, the Nefarious Ones are gonna take the move, make a show of force or bravado, and the one that's pinned by the car that Reggie is in just like lifts the front of it and like tosses it off of them, and it like tosses over on its side, not like really over and over, but just like tosses over.
Just
yeah. And you see, this is the one that had like the crazy open chest or something like that with like mouths out of it. I think.
God, what?
Malcolm, you described it at one point.
I
We had
don't
a brief
remember that. That's
description of
wild.
these
Okay.
3 demons.
Yeah.
One had a big mouth in its chest. Yeah.
Yeah, that like I imagine like opens up like this, right? And it starts. It walks over and like rips the door off of the car now that Reggie's in. While the two of us are tussling with this other demon nearby.
I'm thinking Chloe's done as much as he could to turn Lucian, and seeing it maybe not working is going to take a weak move and rage and anger at the demons and feed on someone that particular demon that just threw the car, unable to stop until they are dead and there's a bloody mess everywhere.
Wait, hold on. You're not over the seal, are you?
No, we're outside.
Okay. Just checking.
Maybe we should cut back to Crow. What's happening with that now?
So
Pulsating heart.
yeah. What happens when my mother's holding this heart?
Have the essence of your father here.
What are we supposed to do with it?
We need to pull him forth in his true form.
What is that? You never told me.
He's been unable to come back, withheld by the Nefarious Ones. But right here, I think we can bring him back.
I think Crow is gonna gaze into the endless mysteries of the abyss. Because Crow needs tokens. And staring into my mother, almost like having a conversation, like outside of this realm while this is happening. What is he?
Okay, team. Is he Fae?
I think he's something else. I was thinking he was something else, almost celestial.
Oh, I thought the mom was part Fae. Celestial could be cool.
Celestial's awesome. Let's go with Celestial.
Okay.
You get a vision of basically a comet crash landing on this planet a long time ago, and a figure emerging from the comet, a being of light that you saw in your flashback. And that being of light takes on a human form as it walks to the earth and observing. And there's this montage of its life until it meets your mother. Cue romantic montage.
I'm getting some like weird ego moments here.
I thought the same thing. I was thinking the same thing.
Like, how did I become Star-Lord?
You are fucking Star-Lord now.
I mean, we got a lot of MCU going on here, right? I was thinking of the Celestials trailer. Yeah.
The Eternals. Yeah.
Eternal, sorry. They are Celestials.
When I come out of this, it's like I have a different. Crow has a different perspective of things.
Right.
I think
he got trapped. He got trapped when you were a baby.
And I think with Crow almost like letting go of some of that anger he's held, or they have held for a long time, letting it go. And I'm gonna change this a little bit. So I'm gonna use the strong move of while chanting in tongues, cast a perfect spell, but I'm not gonna be saying it in tongues. I'm gonna put my hand on top of the heart and say, "Come back to us, Dad," and pull out like the book and place it like on my arm as I'm like flipping through these pages, looking for a spell to pull the essence of my father out of this darkness. And I'm going to cast a perfect spell.
There's a picture you've never seen before. It's a simple family scene.
Mm-hmm.
You know you've never seen it.
Yeah, I like the idea of, as I'm flipping through the pages, a picture like kind of pops out and like floats down onto the page, and it's of my mother, my father, and me as an infant. And I, with my mother's hand, we pull out this essence from the darkness.
And the heart grows, lungs form attached to it, and a rib cage, and intestines. Basically, a body grows from this heart until there is a human-looking male, naked, as is our theme,
Gotta have nudity.
glowing, standing in front of you, crying.
And I think I just go over to both of them and like hug them while all this chaos is happening.
I'm going to take a regular move. In a suggestive way, bend someone to your will, opening yourself up to future consequence. I'm going to be a little liberal with this one. You just hear Alex yell, "Hey, asshole, why don't you pick on someone your own size?" As this demon's like ripping the door off, going for Reggie, and then going, shit.
That's when my attack happens.
As it turns around and like starts coming at me, right?
And all of a sudden, bam!
Chloe feasts into it.
Not over the seal.
No,
Not
that's
over
inside
the
the building.
Not over the seal. Yeah. So Enid has been gathering all of these different items and she's been concentrating inside of the vehicle. I'm not sure if Reggie even knows what's going on because it's like behind him, but there is suddenly like this glow that's going on inside the car that maybe
Reggie's in
some
his own
people
car.
see.
You're in Alex's car.
Yeah.
And I'm in a different car. I don't know which.
There's two cars. Yeah, there's two cars.
There's two
Reggie
cars. Oh,
smashed their own in, and that's the one that got like toppled over by the demon and the door ripped off.
Oh,
and
I didn't
everything.
realize he was in his own car. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alex's car is sitting there. Cass is like leaning against the hood after taking this blast. And I'm also imagining that Mac Attack, Cameron McAllister is just sitting in the back, not doing anything.
Motherfucker.
Cowering
Yeah,
in the back.
absolutely.
No, he's gonna freak out. He's gonna grab something and go attack. He's Mac Attack,
Except for when it matters.
except for when it matters.
Yeah. He's like the all-star like sports all-star sports athlete, plays soccer and baseball, and it's just
And
like
he's just sitting there.
with a baseball bat in the back, like just looking around but not actually doing anything. I haven't done anything with Mac Attack's character really, I feel like. So
I love it
sorry,
because Cass is the one outside leaning against the car that he's got a baseball bat in the back seat. Like,
Yeah.
And Callie's still beating the shit out of this demon. Let's go with this. I'm gonna take the regular move, turn someone on by working up a sweat.
Yes.
Who are you turning on?
Cass.
Absolutely.
Oh.
I've been waiting for this.
Alex stops for a minute and looks and is like,
Oh.
shit.
Ooh.
So Callie is just like beating up on this demon. Is like, leave my friends alone. And like, why do you have to hurt the people I care about? And not even, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This demon is done for.
Yeah.
She's like wailing on him.
So
Yeah.
okay, so where are all the demons? So
Where have all the demons
So-
There's one that I like crashed into and left wherever. It's got broken bones.
bones
but
are
who knows, it can
broken.
do things.
okay.
And then there's me with this other one that Alex was fighting, but
I
then
kicked
when
its ass.
the one swing,
Yep.
and and then there's the one that got hit by the car, and then
yeah, that
Yeah.
And
Chloe's
currently
already
feasting
got
on.
that
I'm gonna
one,
say the
yeah.
one that you originally crashed into and like broke its bones is now like
crawling.
crawling into crawling towards the pencil factory.
Okay. Where is Alex?
Oh,
Alex
like
waiting
as Callie's like beating the shit out of this one, he's like, yeah, and just swinging this pipe and hitting it also.
No, the one's crawling towards you, Alex.
Not the pencil factory.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, then that one's
We need a threat for Enid.
sure. Well, I don't know. I was thinking of like what's going on in that pencil
No, I
factory.
hear
Also,
you.
we don't know. That's where I was going with it. Like, there's always a plan B, right?
So Enid comes out of Alex's car and she's got something in her hand that's glowing. I'm actually gonna just spend 3 tokens. I don't have like a specific move, so I'm just making this up. And I'm spending 3 tokens on this. And she hands a glowing sword to Alex.
Out of all of the papers and stuff.
Yeah, she's basically gathered all of the spiritual energy from all of the work that they've been doing for weeks, and managed to create like this spiritual sword that he can use to use radiant energy against the demons. I thought you could use this.
The fuck? That's the one that I saw.
Oh, it was?
What?
You should probably use that before he hurts you.
Before, like, I just look into your eyes for a moment, just lost for a moment.
So it sounds like you're staring into the abyss for a minute.
Okay, if you want me to do that. I was trying to find like a
I'm
weak
a-
move here. I was
I'm
gonna say
gonna
find yourself completely alone and vulnerable.
I'm gonna flood someone's mind with visions. And I want to flood your mind of visions of Enid and times that you were together. What does that look like?
I feel like it's almost just like every time she laughed when we were like studying, doing like we just like a montage of just like her being shy or coy, but then like, you know, I made a little joke or something, or did something stupid, or made a fool of myself, and she kind of just has a little laugh, like a little chuckle or something.
Yeah. What were you? I'm sorry. What were you doing before?
Is this the like I'm gazing into? So mine's gaze into the interconnected nature of the abyss.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe it's suddenly realizing that she's been here the whole time, actually. Like we've always been connected. Like it's not like you then just forget that person if they're no longer with you or something, right? Alex is so used to always needing his friends next to his side to know that they're there, that when they're not, he feels alone. But this something shifts in him a little bit in this moment. Yeah, and then he takes a sword, and I'm guessing this demon's gotten pretty close to me. Monako, what do you had?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Reaching a hand.
Can I spend a strong move now that I have this sword and say you have a resource needed in this moment?
Absolutely.
sounds perfect.
That was perfect.
And I'm gonna use it. I'll just like turn it and in my most badass way I could possibly think to look, which is probably not nearly as
Not
like
as bad as you
turned
think.
on that Callie is making people look, but I'm gonna try and be like wink at Enid, and then I'm gonna like turn around and like slam. It's like crawling, right? So
Yeah.
slam it into the demon.
It erupts in radiant energy and consumes the demon. I think that's 4 demons down.
All of them?
I think so.
I mean, we could. There's easily ways that things are going on inside,
Hmm.
or we can say no. That's it.
There's yeah, I think, are we saying that Callie basically finished off what? Yeah.
I mean, if
Makes
Alex went, I mean, okay, so Callie's done beating him up, and it's like, Alex, you want to make sure this one's good, and then like runs over to Cass and is like, "Are you okay?"
I'm fine. I'm fine. We should really talk.
You know, talk or make out or, you know, whatever.
Yeah, either one works.
I mean, in the movies, this would be a kiss.
It could be. I mean, yeah,
it
that's
could
fine.
be a kiss. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
then watch everyone. What? Alex is oblivious. As Cass's best friend.
And the queen. Yeah, actually, that could be. Alex is like, you said they were just your friend.
But you say she's just a friend.
Didn't lie.
I just left out the first part of that friend. I feel like all this is going down, and like Alex can't help, like all of a sudden his phone goes off, and like he can't help but look at it. He pulls it out, and there's a picture of the two of you. Like he's like looking at like the pencil factory, trying to figure out what's going on, like surveying the situation. He's like, I've got this fucking sword now, like hell yeah. And he looks at his phone, and it's from Mac Attack.
Right inside the car.
It's a picture of the two of you making out, and it's like
That's amazing. There's a purpose to leaving him in the car.
Yeah, Mac's like, I
That's
gotta
hilarious.
get these pictures like for our social media. Come on.
and it's just like, did you know about this? Question mark.
There's freaking demons being slain.
Being
he's
slain,
like-
and they're making out.
He's taking pictures of the demons
Hey,
getting
yeah,
killed.
I know
Yeah,
you got
Cass
a
is
spiritual
like-
sword. I know you just killed a demon.
Cass is gonna
but
like reach in the
did you
window
see
and
this?
grab the baseball bat and be like, enough, dude. You like put the phone down. And then it's gonna like take the baseball bat.
That's about as threatening as Callie could be. Just being Callie. So
So, is there another battle, or are we saying we won this round?
I think we say we won this.
Yeah.
It
All right.
feels
It means.
like that.
So we notice the slain demons. The lights go out, like the pulsing light diminishes inside the pencil factory, and we find out that the supposed demon father was supposed to be doing the ritual, but came out. Lucian, you still on the ground?
Lucian is still on the ground. We'll say Lucian. So it was a successful. I mean, you made a strong move, so it is it succeeds, but it did not save them.
Like it was too late, kind of. Like
Yeah.
Do we have an ending montage?
I feel like it's just like the next day at school.
I
there
mean,
is-
Chloe might fuck up the bar.
Oh, Chloe's going to deliver your corpse.
There
Yeah.
is something more I wanted to say if
Okay,
I
go
may.
ahead.
So I assume that Alex or Callie finishes off the last demon or
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean, Alex can do whatever. He's got the
Callie's
sword.
busy.
I mean,
Once
I'm
he realizes
busy.
this, Alex goes and like stabs all the demons to watch them explode.
yeah. And so when he goes to like the last one after it explodes, there's this orb of light at one of them, and Enid is like suddenly right next to you, and she looks at you and she goes, I have to try. And you see her go to that orb and get sucked in to the orb. And then the orb is like floating around, and it goes over to Crow and kind of moves around Crow and away, and then begins moving away. So it's up to Crow if Crow is going to follow or not, but the orb is going to keep going.
I think I know this is a weird spot for Crow. Like Crow, with the father and mother here. What happens with Crow's mother now? I think that decides things for me.
And you're having a family reunion.
Yeah,
Everyone's back.
I don't know if I follow.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a tough situation for Crow. Like Crow just made obligations to a court of fairies. Has just gotten his mother back in some form or way, and just gotten someone who is a father figure that or they have never had. So I think Crow stays.
Okay, so the orb starts to go away from the pencil factory. Is anyone going to follow, or they're just going to watch it kind of go away?
This is natural for Alex to follow.
Huh?
Alex.
Callie's oblivious.
Yeah. Cass like
So is
whispers.
Alex.
Cass
Chloe is
whispers
a
to
little
Callie, like, I think
Yeah.
I need the
Absorbed with the
hospital.
Lucian situation.
Yeah.
And he walked up next to Alex and this happened. So I think Alex is the one who should follow.
Yeah, I feel
It's
like
up to him.
I feel like I'm like lost in what's going on, and like I see you do this, and I don't think anything of it at first, and then I see this orb kind of traveling off somewhere, and I'll start running after it. Like looking around, I don't see Enid anywhere, and I'll start chasing after it.
So it's going to lead you all the way across town, like over the bridge and past the train yard and the coal storage until you reach the coal mines. And you're going to see that orb of light go into the mine, and there's actually like it's not completely filled in, but there's some rubble. There's definitely like some rubble that that would kind of get in the way, but it goes past the rubble and there's a body there. You're gonna keep following, yeah? Or are you gonna stop?
Well, it seems like it would be hard. Like there's rubble and like the mine is kind of collapsed in somewhat. Like it's doesn't seem safe here.
Can we retcon a little bit that it's actually the body's in the pencil factory, that they brought it there?
Well, we had said from the beginning that her body was in the mine.
Right. I just wondering
So that's kind of why I'm
if they
putting
moved
there,
it
but-
for the ritual or something. But go ahead. This is a thought.
Oh.
This is a thought to simplify.
Yeah, it does make more sense. Like running all the way across
Oh.
town would
Yeah,
take, like,
well, so nobody
hours probably.
and so
okay.
nobody has actually entered the pencil factory. So
Oh,
like
that's
that could be, and
I like that. Okay, cool. Let's
And
do
we
that.
did say Chloe had searched the mines at one point, looking
That's,
for you.
yeah, that's how I met Crow.
Okay. Yeah, so the orb goes into the pencil factory and you see her body on a stretcher. And the orb goes into the body and there's like this beam of light and Enid opens her eyes.
I mean, are you a zombie now?
I was just gonna say, the dead.
Did you become the dead?
The dead does
Yeah.
qualify
Yeah.
as the
Yeah.
dead is the ghost, and like what is
It could be any of
basically-
the
yeah
dead.
yeah.
Oh man. Wow, that's cool.
Anyways, yeah.
Hi, zombie.
I
Because I mean, like your
doesn't
bot,
know.
like you've been dead for
I've
For a
been dead for
year.
a while.
Or-
That is
Yeah.
close to a year.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
it depends. Like, are we going like super magic-y, or are we going like she's half decomposed,
Or they preserve the body.
or they
for some
yeah,
reason.
like, or did they
Or
preserve
like
Yeah.
if
the
the
body?
orb, the spirit going
Right,
in the
yeah,
body
did it
could
do some kind of
rebring
magical
some of
thing?
it back. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. So the magic brings her back, like the radiant energy and the magic brings her back so that she's like a regular human. And yeah. I mean this it's almost like this basically this all started with her, you know,
Yeah.
and that they took her life energy and they've been keeping her body hostage here. And so we can end it there, I guess.
Oh. What's Alex's reaction to a live Enid?
I'm trying not to get my reaction and Alex's reaction confused because I'm freaked the fuck out by this right now. If I'm honest. Like, are you gonna try and eat me now? Like, what the fuck? It's a sword. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hurt anybody.
Like, did you just become like some sort of wraith or ghoul?
I think Tennille's saying no, she's alive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say that I don't know, and I don't want to take up too much time here with this because I'm just kind of looking at the time and everything, but I think it's just he'll just be like, Enid, is that what? And that'll just be it.
Like, I found you. I've been searching all
Right.
year.
Yeah, you finally found her.
Chloe's got to bring Lucian to Narat
Mm.
and dump her and lay her body out on the bar in front of Narat with the neck exposed of the 2 snake bites. There's a 1 snake bite with two
And then
holes.
yeah, so the snake bite and then the fangs wherever you bit them.
Oh yeah,
So 2 bite marks basically.
2 bite marks. And stare coldly at Narat.
I think Narat stares back and grabs the body and brings it inside, or brings it in the back. Doesn't say anything.
You think there's more to it, or is that the end of the scene?
I think that's the end of the scene.
Yeah.
Unless Lucian thinks there would be more than that.
No. Maybe Chloe comes back at some point, but who knows?
I take
Yeah.
the snake bite bottle and throw it at the mirror at the bar and walk out.
I don't think anyone does anything.
Yeah.
I know I'd be scared if there's a vampire pissed off in the bar.
To be fair, they're snakes, but yes. They're
But
just
Still.
like yeah.
What about Callie?
Callie's
Makes
gonna
out
take
with
Cass.
Cass.
Cass
No,
100% has to go to the hospital.
No, Callie's because earlier, yeah, Kayla said Cass is like, I think I need the hospital, and Callie's like, yeah, you're right. They only have 1 car, so Callie's gonna carry Cass to the hospital.
I mean, you could also take Lucian's bike.
I don't know if Callie knows how to ride a motorcycle.
You do
Carrying
now.
works too.
I highly would love to see fan fiction of this.
I think Cass knows how to ride a bike, and Cass will coach you through like how to start it, while
'Cause-
like kind of drape
okay.
over you on the back.
Okay. As long as she
It'll
can
be
hold
perfect.
on.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
She's got one good arm. She can
We'll
hold
put-
on,
yep.
and with the other, she'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, so put your foot and
Yeah.
then like
Okay. But yeah, Callie's taking Cass to the hospital, leaving all of the rest of you except for Chloe with the one car that Mac Attack is hiding in the back. Someone should check on Reggie.
Yeah.
Everyone forgot about Reggie.
Reggie, the forgotten one.
Was he in the
Reggie crawls out
driver's
of the
seat?
car. Fuck yeah.
Reggie was good with the lawyers and everything.
And
with
Reggie
with
drove the car
Yeah,
into the
yeah.
freaking
the
demon.
detective
Yeah,
showed up.
He was pretty badass.
I'll pay for the damages.
Yeah. Awesome.
That was good. Anything else? Is that our epilogue, or do we want to do?
I think the only thing that is left is Crow visiting the fairies.
Yeah.
And
To your mom's fairy,
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
heart
my
fairy.
mom and dad are both here.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Does anyone have a long-term epilogue?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. Are we doing
one
like a?
thing that
like the 6 months down the line or whatever
or
kind of
6
thing.
years, whatever. Yeah.
I think that Enid would, go to her parents first, of course, after having a conversation with Alex. And her explanation would be that the janitor held her captive, and that she was stuck in a place that she couldn't get out of and had to survive on very little, but managed to finally scrape her way out of the situation.
Does the Enid and Alex relationship survive into the future?
I mean, we could do like a 6-month.
There's Cass
School
and
thing.
Callie's.
Yes, absolutely. What kind of question
Absolutely.
is that?
What
Are you
kind of
kidding
question
me?
is that? They've been friends for like forever.
She's a werewolf.
Werewolves are the best.
What I was thinking is we could do like a 6-month in the future, 6 months in the future, all of us like entering school or something, or at the school scene, like a short school.
The next year.
Yeah. And maybe that's like how we're entering the school or whatever type of thing. You can find out.
I think Crow walks in dressed a little differently, not as bleak, if you will. Dressed more like a regular kid at school, just with some charms and a big necklace with a, like, when the light hits it in a certain type of way, it shimmers.
Yes.
Gemstone. And
Are you
walks
sitting?
into the room.
I
What?
was just going to ask you if you're sitting in the same seat that you were in tech class.
Yeah, I walk into tech class, and I'm gonna pull the strong move of walk into a room like you own it, spellbinding everyone there with your magical glamour, and make sure that everyone pays attention as I come into the room and sit down.
Okay.
What about everyone else?
Is Callie part of my crew now?
I was about to say, I think Callie's part of the crew now.
Well, I was
In
gonna
a weird
say,
alpha wolf sort of
I was
way.
gonna say that Cass was sitting at Callie's table, and no
Well, 'cause
one's
there's-
sitting in
there's no
Lucian's
room.
table. Right, Lucian's spot, right? So that seat is
Well, because
empty.
there's only 4 spots, so
Right.
Callie can't go sit
Right.
over there. But maybe.
But Cass
we're
is sitting
still
with
part
Callie.
of the crew,
Yeah.
like at lunch and stuff. But like, yeah.
Ooh, the new empty seat.
The new empty seat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
Instead of Lucian watching Callie to try and figure out how to be human, now it's Cass.
Just watching Callie
Just watching Callie figure out how to be a werewolf.
and sweat.
and sweat in tech class.
Yep. You know.
Well, where does Enid sit, huh?
Enid's still sitting in her same spot. Reconnected with her friend Jasmine.
Mhm. Yeah.
Still
Everybody
the-
wants to know about you and Alex.
Right? Because Chloe,
still the-
it's like, there's an extra seat at Alex's table now.
As like the crew walks in and they take their seats around me, Cass's seat is open now. As I kind of walk by, actually no, I'm looking at the seating chart actually. Crow kind of sits behind me,
Yeah.
right, watching me the whole time. I'll kind of turn around and be like, yo dude, if you want to join, you can.
I think I look over at the other table and I say, I think she might want to more.
Nah, Cass has got other things on their mind.
I think I'd smack Alex. No, Enid.
Just saying, dude. I think you're cooler than I did this time last year.
Yeah, me too. Like Crow almost like doesn't want to like make a big deal about it. And goes over to Enid's table and says, "Go sit with him."
Do you think he wants me to?
Go ask him.
I'm really happy to see both of you guys like not teasing each other like you were before.
Well, if you don't hurry up, I'm gonna start teasing him for not coming over here himself.
Okay.
I think I grab Enid's hand and I like pull Enid over to the table.
And she stands in front of the group and looks at the empty chair and says, "Is this seat taken?"
I'm gonna spend a token and take a strong move and make someone feel strong, confident, beautiful, complete.
Oh.
Maybe you can help me study for old time's sake. Grab a seat.
Absolutely. And yeah, she'll sit down.
That leaves Chloe, right?
Mhm.
Chloe kind of skulks in the room right before the bell. Hey, not dead girl. Hey, rich kid. Winks at Callie and Cass. Gives Crow a hand on the back. Looks over at Lucian's seat. Walks to the teacher. Says, I need a signature on this form. Gets the signature. Guys, I'm getting homeschooled now. It's been real good. I'll see you around.
Does Chloe have any sort of cell phone or anything?
I think we determined that Chloe has a cell phone, doesn't use it that much, right? You know, realize
Yeah.
it's part of the culture.
It goes off in your pocket.
We'll check it.
It's from Alex. It says, you still owe me a race. Fair and square.
I look up here and say, tell Crow.
Don't leave before then.
Deal.
You get one more message from Crow. So am I
Fucking
gonna
sitting right. I'm fucking standing right here.
I feel like it was
They're
as you were
texting
walking
you.
out.
This text message
This
is
isn't the kind of thing you say in front of the whole class.
Yeah, this
Also,
is
also, it's like low key. Like Alex is like he's got images to keep too, right? Like
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in school. He's got, you know.
Still, Chloe says to you out loud, "Work it out with Crow." He doesn't text you back. He just says,
Yeah.
he just
Yeah,
looks
I
at you,
like that.
"Work it out with Crow."
Yeah.
Crow messages Chloe. So am I gonna see your cousin here in another 10 years?
Crow looks back over his shoulder, laughs, goes, "My family's kind of small, but who knows?"
Um,
What does it look like for Lucian's family? Or
uh,
Lucian?
I don't know.
Lucian is no more, right?
Mhm.
Well,
I mean, the family, they're still doing the same old shit unless someone decides to stop them. But I'm going to say that the bike passed from Callie to Chloe, and Chloe now has the bike.
I have the bike.
You have the bike.
Oh, what an ending.
I also like that Chloe has your biker jacket too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe kept that.
I
didn't
mean,
return that
the
to
Nest are going to
family,
be
but-
real pissed off about that because they're super territorial, but they're not going to they're not going to mess with Chloe anymore. Like,
I can picture that
They're
being
not
a
gonna
way
pick a
for
fight.
Chloe to stick it to, like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the
You can
bike,
ha-
yeah.
yeah, like you can have the body, but you can't take everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't mean to assume that for your character, Menachem, but it seems
No,
fitting with the way that you played Chloe.
Even though it didn't really happen, it really happened. That
Mhm.
Mom
Yeah.
Nerat bit Lucian.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
I think they figured it out. Like, there's like two sets of punctures. They probably, she knows.
Yeah.
They know. And they're not like picking a fight. They're territorial, but they're not like,
I
Yeah,
think
as long as-
Chloe does hit the road, but pops into town once in a while. Yeah. One day you get a text, "See you at Halloween."
All right.
Does-
Well, let's end it there, maybe.
Yeah.
that's good.
Do we have checkout questions?
We do. Sorry, I was just
I know.
Reflect-
Processing.
I saw
Yeah.
that.
okay. So the checkout questions. Here's for the group in the Zoom, and here's for anyone watching. Who wants to start?
I guess I'll start. What did I appreciate about my play today? Allowing Crow to become something else. Allowing Crow to forgive pretty much everyone, like including himself, or themselves. Crow I feel like Crow's been through a lot, and Crow has finally accepted all of it. So I appreciate that I allowed the character to go to that place, and a place of acceptance. What did I appreciate about someone else's play? I appreciate everyone's play tonight. I think we all like nailed it in different parts, and we all like were very present today, and really added to each other's scenes. And I really just I think we all did a great job. What will I take with me from today's game? I'm going to say overall, it's odd to. It was hard at first for me to figure out, like, how do I play someone that has different pronouns than me, right? Like playing someone that uses the they them pronouns and instead of he him, which I would normally use. And it was, I feel like I didn't play into it as much as maybe I should have. And I think if I do play a character like that again, I think I would play into that more, especially to help others who may be going through transitioning their gender to another gender. So that's what I take away from this game overall. What advice would my character give me, or what did I learn from my character? Just let it go, man. Just let it go. Yeah, I think I learned a little bit about letting go of things that you hold on to for too long. Yeah. And I'm gonna shoot it to Alex.
That's me. What I appreciate about my play today, I like kind of just like taking action with my character and not thinking about doing it the right way or anything, kind of figuring it out as I go. What I appreciate about someone else's play, I kind of messaged Kayla at one point, like, "Hey, I think you should take Cass here." And Kayla's already like working on it. But
that's been there's been conversations.
Okay. Hey, I didn't know that. I mean, you know, we could kind of all see the writing on the wall a little bit, I think. But no, I liked people doing some of those things. I like that at the end, kind of bringing it back to like we're kids, right? I think it's easy to lose in this, but like that like romancy kind of stuff that I think this game lends itself to as well. We got more into like at a certain point we got more into the supernatural element of it and not so much the kind of slice of life teenage monster piece of it.
For someone who doesn't like do a ton with like romances when you play, you did a pretty good job.
Yeah, that tends to be something I don't really enjoy playing all that much, or like I don't really focus. I don't know why. Like it's not something that I'm really looking for when I play. So I'm not that I don't like it in the games, but yeah, it tends to be something I'm not always looking for a bit. What will I take with me from today's game? Oh, I don't know. I feel like I'm still processing it all. It's hard to say exactly. I feel like it's gonna take me a little bit of time to figure that out. Still, a couple days perhaps. So can I skip that one for now?
Yeah, I think that could be a really great question we can ask next week. I think maybe it'll give us some time to sit with.
Yeah.
This ending felt a little bit different than Galactic 2E, so I get it.
And what advice will my character give me, or what did I learn from my character? I don't know. I felt a little all over the place with this character at times, trying to figure out how to play it. And we could talk about that more next week. obviously, as we debrief it. With my goal playing a character that's kind of the opposite of I was in high school, but it's, I guess, like I would say, like, what did I take is like it's okay to tell someone how you feel, right? Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll say that. That's what I took from it today, anyway. And I'm going to toss it over to Manaka next.
So when I designed Chloe, I was thinking about the loneliness of 6,000 years. And I thought, wow, that's great that we have this serpentines that have been around for a long time, you know, and could actually share some of that time with me in ways that other people can't. So it was kind of a blow to Chloe that the person he trusted for 300 years, their true colors were revealed, killing, you know, killing the closest person Chloe's had, you know, their own child. So Chloe was really feeling, I really appreciated that feeling of that loss that Chloe felt. But then the memory of, well, wait, these other people here have actually become friends. So Chloe's not just disappearing, Chloe's just blowing off steam on the road for a while, right? Because even the rich kid is like, you owe me a race because you're my friend. And so Chloe will be back. I appreciate a lot of the things, but really, Kayla, your willingness to let everything get fucked up with your flash forward. It's like, really, that's where you're leaving us? Oh shit. Wow. Thank you, and wow. What will I take with me from today's game? Something about connection, friendship, and loneliness that I don't really have articulated yet. Maybe hopefully by next week I can have some thoughts to speak on that. And what advice would Chloe give me? I think it's really along that same vein, you know, pay attention to the people that, you know, that see you. How about you, Lara?
What did I appreciate about my play today? I appreciated getting into Callie's character after not playing her for like 2 months. Even though we've been playing this game since March
Forever.
or April. Yeah. Tonight was a lot of fun. I appreciate I'm gonna same kind of cop out that Tim brought. Like, I appreciated everyone's play. I think we all played really well off of each other. And this is kind of like how with Galactic in our final session for that was like we were on point and moving along and things were happening. It felt really good tonight. What will I take with me from today's game? I think I'm also still kind of processing, but I think something about a sense of like belonging. I guess that's the whole point of these games, right? Since that's the name of belonging, yes, I belong.
Belonging.
What advice would my character? Callie would tell me to lean into it. I think that's the advice she would give me. And I'm gonna pass it to Kayla.
What did I appreciate about my play today? So I went into this game knowing how Lucian's story was going to end, and I was very adamant about it ending the way that it was going to end. And I had a moment where I was like, I can't take the strong move away, and had toyed with the idea of like allowing Lucian to become a vampire. But I appreciate that I stuck with it. And I basically told Tim, I was like, you can do whatever you want. It's gonna end with Lucian's death anyway. And so that's, which is like, I don't normally just my characters don't normally not respond to stuff. So once the whole scene started to devolve, I was like, this is uncomfortable. Um, so what did I appreciate about someone else's play? I appreciate Laura. I appreciate that you just like went with it. I was like, I think
We've been
Callie needs
talking
to
about
show
that
up.
move since
I know.
the beginning. We've been talking about that move since the beginning, and we were kind of
I know.
working it in with Lucian, but nah.
Yeah, it was like we were kind of, and then I was like, no. I was like, and then I was, as you were like, it was, you had said, Cass, this is before she died, because Cass had said, well, I have a friend, and I was like, that's it. So I appreciate that you went with that.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I love it when those dots connect like that. It's
Mhm.
pretty awesome.
Yeah. What will I take with me from today's game? Man, I think I took a lot of stuff from today. It was a lot of fun. I think I really appreciate when we're hitting our cues more. Like, I think, I think these types of games need it. But I think a piece of that I think is taking, as I look ahead to other belonging outside belonging games, the enjoyable parts of these games and the last two that we've Galactic and Teenage Nightmare, and taking what's fun about it and remembering that for the next game. Because I think if we allow ourselves, we can get stuck at a pizzeria for 3 days. 3 weeks. And that's great. And I think I don't know if we all were having
To
as
be
much
fair,
fun.
it was like 2.5 because we were
Yeah,
at the
that's fair.
pizzeria
Good
and then
point.
went away and then came
Yeah,
back.
right. But I don't know if we all have as much, like we all have fun, but it's very different from like these types of sessions.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would my character give me? Well, I played 2 tonight, so I
Cass
guess
Lucian.
yeah, Cass was, I guess somehow I became Cass, which is great. What a character! So great job on the creating that character, just and then letting me like take it. What advice? So I think Lucian would tell me that it it can be dangerous not being able to find yourself in time. And Cass, I think, would say chicks dig scars, because Cass obviously got burnt and has a scar.
Blasted, like it's
Yeah,
What I'm sensing some firebending vibes right
absolutely.
here.
Perfect. Even better, because it's like,
Even better.
Fire Nation's my favorite.
I've been primed to go there. Just primed.
I
with
can't
all
wait.
these reading I've been doing.
I cannot wait.
Nice.
Anyways,
nice.
Neil.
All right. What did I appreciate about my play today? I knew that I really wanted to find like a real good closure for Enid. And so in my head, either she was going to go off into the ether and to the other realm and never return, and that was going to be it, or I was going to find some way to bring her back to life. So, and I've been actually thinking about like bringing her back to life for quite some time. And there are definitely a number of different role playing games where I'm just like, it makes sense for my character to die here, or if that happens, that's okay. But with Enid, I didn't want that for her.
She already died in the beginning, so
Yeah. So yeah, I wanted a happy ending for her. And I gave myself permission for that and said that was okay. So I'm happy about that. Um, what did I appreciate about someone else's play? Everybody was awesome. Like, I think everybody was awesome. I really appreciated Lara's play. Callie, like that was so much fun. Like when she was doing the flashbacks and like almost everybody was contributing and stuff. It was just really cool to see us like all come together and like, you know, Dustin playing the brother and Crow and Tim playing the mom and Manaka playing the dad. It's almost like we're family. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I appreciated everybody, and then also like Kayla making that decision to kill off her character, and you know, and I understand how that made sense for her, and totally respect that and support it. No issues here with me. What will I take with me from today's game? Um, you know, it's been hard for me to play a ghost. I've never played a ghost before. It's very depressing. I mean, of course, but you know, being able to bring them back to life just was just so much great. And it just like has me just appreciating life. Appreciating life a lot more, and also happy endings. So and that's the great thing with these games, is like you can create whatever ending you want, which is wonderful. And what advice would my character give me, or what did I learn from my character? um I would say that Enid would tell me I don't need to be loud or dramatic
Mm.
to be noticed. And I think what I learned from her is that a person can influence quite a bit, even while being like a quiet type character. I think Enid did a lot of support type stuff with the group, being the peacemaker and, you know, handing Alex a sword and all that other stuff. And that's been a pleasure and delight um, to really enjoy who Enid is, uh, and be her character. She's the opposite of who I was um, in high school, and it was very difficult to play, but also rewarding. So I appreciated that. Thank you.
So to step out of this space, we'll do the names. We'll say the character name with maybe a farewell or something. And then we'll say our player names. Who wants to start?
Thank you for letting me play Alex.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, Alex.
Hey,
Rich kid.
Alex.
Hi,
And
Alex.
I am Dustin. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night,
Dustin.
Dustin.
Dustin. I played Crow, and hi.
Hey.
Bye, Crow.
Later, Crow. See you at Halloween.
And my name is Tim. Good night.
Good night,
Night,
Tim.
Tim.
Good night, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
I've been Callie tonight.
Hey, Callie.
Hey,
Callie.
Callie.
Callie, you're badass.
Seriously, badass. Thanks for
Super
saving my ass
strong,
out there.
Callie.
And I'm Lara. Good night.
Good night, Lara.
Good night, Laura.
Night, Lara.
Lara.
I want that puppet.
It is so cool.
So cute. Oh my goodness. Oh man.
I played Lucian tonight.
Farewell, Lucian.
Farewell,
Rest
Lucian.
in
Farewell,
peace,
Lucian.
Lucian.
And I'm Kayla.
Good night, Kayla.
Good
night, Kayla.
I played Enid tonight.
Welcome
Hey,
back.
not
Enid.
hero.
Yeah, Enid.
Hey, Enid.
And I'm going to bed. Good night, guys.
Good
I'm
night.
Tania.
Hey, Neil.
And Neil.
Good
Good
night,
night,
Neil.
I played Chloe.
Hey, Chloe.
It's
Hey,
good to see you
Chloe.
back.
See you later,
Chloe.
Chloe.
Gonna miss you, Chloe.
See you soon, Chloe. Like 10 years.
And I am Menachem.
Good night,
Good night,
Menachem.
Good night,
Menachem.
Good night,
Night, Menachem.
Menachem.
And thank you everyone for joining us on this adventure with our characters here in Teenage Nightmare.
Yeah.
We will see you next time for our checkout and closure, and then we've got some new stuff we're working on.
We do.
We do. We'll tell you about it
Next week.
All right.
So exciting.
It'll be fun.
So exciting.
Join in. We'll see you then. Take care.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.